Hello. So we're trying to leave from Moscow, from our hostel. That's the car there. There's Jake. And yeah, we are blocked in by 3 cars. There's this one, and all of these. That's our car right at the back. So I don't know what we're gonna do. One of the cars has a phone number on it. The other 2 don't. We don't know where the people work. We assume they're at work because it is 9 AM. So we might be blocked in till 5 or whenever.
9 hours.
Yeah. Whenever anyone finishes work. So yeah, things are looking super promising.
Okay, we've got another change of plans. Instead of Belarus, we're now heading to Lithuania.
Yeah, it turns out you need a visa for Belarus.
Yeah, I went to the guy to ask him if we could get any insurance for Europe and Russia from anywhere. And he asked where we were going, and I was like, we're going to Belarus. And he was like, have you got the visa for Belarus? And we were like, no. And then that's when we found out you need a visa for Belarus. We then found out that you need a registration slip for every night that you're in Russia, and we assumed, fucking stupidly, that the hotels would just do it for you. In Iran you have to register every night, but the hotel just does it for you. So we assumed it was the same thing in Russia, but it is not. So the guy at the hostel had to phone his sister who works at the immigration office, who then registered us for the next like 20 days maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, hang on. I don't know if we can admit that we've been bribed.
I'm not sure we can say that we paid somebody to...
Right, I want to say that we didn't bribe him. And then the guy's sister works at the immigration office, so he phoned her and she had registered us for the nights that we should have got registration slips, and for the next like 2 weeks, 20 days or something. So we're sorted on that front, left here. So we needed that. If you don't have those registration slips, it's a $500 fine per person
And also you have to pay in court, so we would have been transported by the FSB
to Moscow
to pay the fine and then escorted back to the border.
So we're forever grateful to the man at the hostel who sorted us out, and now we're going to Lithuania and we're adding an extra day onto our journey. That's it. Latvia, then Lithuania, then Poland, then Germany, then Belgium, then the UK. So that's what's happened this morning. We were meant to leave at 9 AM. We got boxed in. The cars came and let us out at what, 1 PM?
1 PM. Yep.
And we spent the last 2 hours trying to sort out registration slips and where to go, etc, etc. But we're finally making the 11-hour drive to Riga, which is in the capital of Latvia, which we will not make tonight. We're going to camp somewhere when it gets dark and then head for the border tomorrow morning. So let's continue with our day. We have arrived at the Russia-Latvian border. It's 1 minute to 11 and we're not sure whether the border's open or not.
We know, it definitely is. 3 cars is coming.
It is open, just really slow.
It is open. We arrived and it was the tail back for a few hundred metres, and then everybody was just sitting in their car with their lights off, and then the people in front of us got like blankets out, so we were like, fuck. But people are moving forward, so it's just prime pointless update really, because everything's fine. Everyone's quite tired.
We just want to go to bed.
Want to go to bed. We'll probably have to sleep in the car again tonight because it's dark and there are mosquitoes for days. And there's no real flat land in Russia, the road that we just drove past. The road that we just drove on, it's all kind of like marshy looking
And forest.
Yeah, forest, long grass. So
Plenty of bears.
yeah, plenty of bears. The guy in the hostel said that camping was too dangerous because of the bears. So probably going to sleep in the car again. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait. We'll let you know how the border goes. Goodbye. Okay, it is now
3:15.
Come on, focus. 3:13, and we've just made it through the border. There was various hiccups. What were the hiccups?
Jake.
None of it was good this time. I was actually reasonably safe this time. It was a voided entry.
The voided it, which Jake didn't have because he lost his departure slip from Russia.
She was like,
yeah,
we're not really, you done yours wrong.
We had our departure slips, mine and Daniel's second entry and exit were voided because that was the whole fucking insurance fiasco. And then she was really confused, and then they just stared at it for a while and then flipped back to like the picture page of your passport and then went back to the stamps and just stared at them again as if they would fucking have changed and that would make any difference whatsoever.
And yeah, we held everyone up, everyone was super angry.
Where are you?
Oh yeah, you're down. I'm lying down.
It's another sleep in the car night tonight. It's 3:15, we're going to try and get up. I'll
about
get up.
150 metres past the border
Yeah,
gate.
we just pulled up 150 metres past the border gate to sleep because there are a lot of other lorries and caravans and stuff here. There's a portaloo, so it seems like something people do. The voided things, and then because Jake didn't have stuff voided, they kept asking questions, but nobody spoke really any English, so it was like fucking pointless.
Jake strikes again.
They stamped us, the women stamped me back out and then kicked up a fuss about the voided thing. So I don't know, Russia...
Yeah, another guy had to come and they tried to ring some people and then it was extra hassle for no reason.
Yeah, Russia are not a fucking organised people. And then we just had to really wait in a queue for a while. The tailback is fucking enormous. And partly, I think, a little bit due to us because we spent so long on the Russian side. Once we got to the Latvian side, things went a bit smoother. We had to pay a tax for having extra fuel in our jerry cans because we were like, oh, fuel's super cheap here, let's stock up on some. But you're only allowed 10 extra litres into Latvia, so we had to pay a tax on the extra 30 litres, and it was only 20 euros, so it's not that bad considering how much money we saved. It's like a tenner in Russia to fill up this car, so it's definitely, even with a 20 euro tax, it's fine. Was that all the hold-ups?
The documentation stuff at the start. Declaration.
Oh, the declaration. The guy just kept shouting declaration at us and we didn't have a declaration. We filled one out in Kyrgyzstan and a much more helpful woman came over and saw that we'd driven all the way from the UK and was a little bit more sympathetic and was like, okay, fair enough, just use the Kyrgyzstan one. But he just kept shouting declaration and telling us to go back, and I was like, I'm not going back to where we just came from because we sat in that queue for ages. But it all worked out fine. There was 3 hiccups, took us how many hours? 4.5? 4.5 hours. But we're now in the EU, so we don't have to go through another border until we get the ferry from France to the UK. And that's today. We're all going to try and get a few hours sleep. I'm going to wake up at the crack of dawn, do the first bit of driving, and
then I think Jake will take over.
Then Jake, and then Daniel.
Me once I've had enough sleep.
So that's today. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.